Hello, Karen.
Hello, Abbas.
How are you?
I'm very well. I'm thinking of the day you cut George's hair in the backyard.
I know.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And
Yeah.
the dogs too.
And the dogs too.
We
yes,
got the dogs.
yes.
Dogs
cut
need
the
a haircut
yes.
too.
Other dogs.
Do you afford the haircut? The haircut of the dogs more
It's
expensive.
very expensive. It's more expensive than my haircut.
Oh,
Yes.
mamma mia!
Yeah.
How
yeah,
much
yeah.
they charge?
They charge 160 USD.
And do they serve the dog something? Do they give something?
No, they do not serve at all. No, they give the dog a bath and they cut the dog's hair, but they do not serve the dog biscuits.
Biscuits,
coffee,
yeah.
no coffee for the dogs.
They make them happy, right?
Yeah. But the man who cuts his hair is from the Dominican Republic, and there he has many horses.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yes, yes.
And you love that.
I love horses, and he showed me all the photos of his horses.
Karen Malpede, what a beautiful name, Karen. Who named you Karen?
My parents named me Karen.
Your dad or your mom?
I have no idea. Probably my mother.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you are
But
from...
I'm named after two great grandmothers,
Okay.
Carrie and Sophia. And my
Okay.
daughter is named Carrie Sophia after them.
Okay. Okay, wow. So, and you do theater. Tell me more. This is all your books. How many books you published until now?
About 10, no,
10,
not 50.
Okay. Okay.
No, but
Okay.
I've written 22 plays.
What type of theater you do? Like what you write about in general?
I write about usually contemporary situations, but always in which the characters, how do we change nonviolently for the good? This is always the emphasis of the plays. So nonviolent change is the core of all the plays, but there are many different stories that form around that idea. But the idea is always we can transform ourselves into strong, smart, kind, and loving people. And how do we do that? You know, so much of drama theater is about violence. And there's violence in my plays, obviously, toward the torture play. But the thrust of all the plays is towards nonviolent change. Look, I've been an anti-war protester since Vietnam. And there are many of us who have protested every war since Vietnam. Millions of people on the streets all over the world, and in New York, more than 1 million people marching. And it was a very cold day in February, very, very cold. And we were all saying no to the invasion of Iraq. All over the world, it was the biggest peace movement, I think, in the history of the world. And what did they do? They invaded Iraq, right? And then after that, I was arrested also for protesting the media coverage of the Iraq War, because they were all lying. And I spent a day in jail with my friend Jan Clausen, who's also in jail, in New York. Yeah, singing protest songs, telling stories about previous arrests to the young people who were arrested with us. And now we have, this terrible defense secretary and this laughable, frightening clown as president. Now he wants to invade Venezuela and overthrow Maduro in Venezuela, because Venezuela has the largest oil reserves on the planet. And then the United States will
So if there is no oil, has no interest in Venezuela.
If there was no oil, Venezuela would be okay. But because he's not invading, say, Brazil or wherever, and Costa Rica, which is an ecological paradise. Costa Rica, they don't live with oil; they live off the oil. They're off oil. But Venezuela, so if he in effect controls Saudi, our good friends, the Saudis, quotes, and he overturns Maduro and installs a fascist in Venezuela, which I hope he must not do. The U.S. will be in control of all the oil and essentially the biggest oil reserves in the world. You get it?
Yeah.
So then, then everybody is our slave. And this is the program. And I love the idea of democracy and free speech and equality for all. The ideas are very good. So the point is to live up to the ideas, to try to realize, freedom, peace, democracy, education for all, food for all. We're the wealthiest country in the history of the world, and people in this country don't have enough to eat. Many people, people are, but this is true all over the world. The wealthy have all the money, the very 1% or 1.1% of the wealthiest people in the world have 80-90% of the wealth of the world.
Right.
It's true everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
And how you?
What?
Go ahead.
No, that brings us to Zoran
Zoran.
Mamdani.
This is a fresh air.
Zoran Mamdani, fresh air to New York, because we are a city of immigrants. He is an immigrant. He's very bright. His parents, Mira Nair, his mother is a well-known Indian filmmaker, and his father is a scholar of anti-colonialism at Columbia University. So he has that background. But also, this is a city of immigrants, and there are many Southeast Asian immigrants in the city. And one of the things that was most exciting, people went door to door, knocked on doors, young people. There was a huge, the campaign that he ran was brilliant, because he spoke to people, he personally, but also all the people who were working for him, went door to door, knocked on doors.
There is a hope. There is a hope with this guy.
There's a hope with this guy. There's a hope with this guy. And not only with this guy, but because this guy stands with and for the people of New York. So he was just protesting, he and Bernie Sanders, with the Starbucks workers who were on strike. So he was out on the picket line. He did I think a 15-day hunger strike with the cab drivers. And this was before he was running for mayor. This was when he was in the city government. He was an assemblyman from Queens. But he went on hunger strike with the cab drivers, and most of the cab drivers, of course, are recent immigrants to the city, and they're being screwed by the people who own the taxis and own the medallions. And so they do driving 10, 12, 14 hours a day, and they can barely feed their families. Mamdani came up really like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who's in the House, from Queens. These are young, very smart, energetic young people who had campaigns where they went door to door and really spoke to the people of New York, and spoke to people who had not been spoken to before.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that's how he won.
This is amazing. A Muslim become a mayor of New York. That's the first time in the history, right?
It's the first time in history.
But this is the United States. We have Obama, first black president, this is also as amazing. I mean, I like Mamdani because he's so cute. He's always
so cute.
a smile.
He's so cute. He's like you, Abbas. He's so friendly. he's handsome. He's
and he
friendly,
smiles all the time.
And he's
his
very,
face.
very, very smart. He doesn't lose his temper. He doesn't lose his cool. He keeps on message. And it'll be interesting. I mean, he met with his wife is
from
lovely.
Syria, right?
Yeah.
She's a Syrian Indian. It's interesting. Artist.
Yes.
It's a great mix.
Yes. Well, this is New York. This is the real New York.
That's true. And for the audience, how you see the future for you have a grandchildren,
We all know it's going to be, because the climate is going to become more unreliable. There'll be more floods, there'll be more droughts, more tornadoes. Around the world we see this, and we see this in the United States as well. So it's, we have to learn to live more simply, more communally, helping one another, more sustainably, which means, not driving cars, we have to stop burning oil. We have to transition off of oil. But this is necessary. The world is telling us this. Nature herself. Nature is coming and saying, look, guys, you have to stop what you're doing. You have to stop living wars. Wars are the biggest source of climate change. All of those bombs, all of the oil that it takes to send tanks and guns and airplanes and what do you call them, ships, war is oil intensive. Okay, so nature is saying to us, Mother Nature, look guys, you want to live on this beautiful planet I gave you, you have to slow down, you have to look around, you have to start helping each other, you have to live more sustainably, which means living more simply and generously, right? So the potential good news is, because Mother Nature is telling us all these things, and nature gave us this beautiful planet to live on, green and blue and so gorgeous everywhere, it's deserts and mountains and everywhere, beautiful things to admire. We have to listen to nature and say, right, we are actually, as the native people know in this country, the native Americans who were here when the white people arrived or the Europeans arrived, we have to take care of the land. We are the sustainers of life. We are the caretakers of Earth. And once we begin to work with the Earth, we will live a more communal, careful, non-violent life. And that has to happen. Otherwise, the planet will be destroyed and all the people on it. You know, otherwise it's a very tragic scenario, right?
Right.
If we keep going in a direction of war and you know, accumulating and, you know, but we're being told, our Mother Nature is coming. She's saying, Mother Nature, Mother Earth is saying, look, guys, I gave you all of this, you know, and now it's your turn to protect it. It's your turn to protect it. And in the protecting of the earth itself and the resources, and Palestine's a case in point, there's an ancient tradition of agriculture in Palestine. People have been farming with the land forever, learning how to grow olives and all kind of grains, all kinds of things on land that is arid, doesn't get a lot of rain. But the Palestinians knew for generations and generations how to take care of that land. And one of the things that's so tragic and infuriating now is that the olive groves are being cut down by the settlers, they're being attacked. All that wonderful tradition of agriculture, which is ancient, doesn't rely on machines, relies on working with the land that you have to grow the crops that can be grown on that land and regenerating that land as you grow the crops. This was Palestinian agriculture. Palestinian agriculture was ecologically sound, before we even thought in those terms widely. I mean, the farmers knew, everybody knew. You take care of the land and it will take care of you. This is what the Native Americans learned. This is what the Palestinians knew. And this is why they don't want to leave their land, because their land has nurtured them for generations and generations. They have taken care of the land. The land has given them olives and the best olive oil you can buy, and the grains and the fruits that they need to live on, and the vegetables. And one of the things you hear people in Gaza complaining about is canned food. Even when they get food, it's in a can.
Yeah, this is your dog.
Yes, this is my lovely dog.
Oh, guys,
yes.
you want to see that dog?
Hello.
It's so cute.
He is so cute.
Yeah. Come here.
Yeah. Percy.
Come here.
Yeah.
Come here. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very good. You want to be in the boss's show? Yes. Yes.
He supported Mamdani, right?
Definitely. He was out on the streets supporting Mamdani, and he also goes with me to vigil on Thursdays outside of Immigration Court. We hold a silent vigil every Thursday from 12 to 1, and we hold up signs and photos of people who have been disappeared. And Percy goes.
Thank you so much, Karen. It was really nice seeing you, and I did little bit trim in the back, so
fine.
I gave a movement. So
That's
the front long and the back is a trim.
Okay, great.
It's very nice.
Very great.
And I'm really happy, and I really thank you so much for this beautiful interview. And
thank you, Abbas.
Yeah.